Hello, I'm Janice Manla Mattingly, and today I'm going to do a vlog on mediation. And I think I've done one before, but I'm going to kind of approach it a different way. I've been trying to mediate several cases recently, and either my clients are hesitant or the opposing party is hesitant. And I find this really interesting, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a tutorial on what mediation is and how it's beneficial, especially in today's climate in the central Indiana area. We have excellent judges in the counties in which I practice, which is in Marion County and Hamilton County primarily, but also the other donut counties around Indianapolis. Again, we have excellent judges who do an excellent job. But every time I go in front of a judge, I'm leaving the decisions of my case in the hands of another party, the judge. The judge hears my side and hears my opposing party's side and then makes decisions. Very seldom does one party win all and one party lose all. Usually there's several issues in a family law case, in a dissolution case, in a modification case, and that allows for many different rulings. So sometimes my clients might say, or the opposing party might say, I don't want to compromise on this issue, I want the judge to decide. Well, you always have to do a risk-benefit analysis of that, because if you have a dissolution, modification, child support case, any kind of child custody case, these things are really important to you personally. It affects your children, affects your family, affects your money, affects even the division of your property. And so it's better, in my opinion, to have some input in that. And knowing that if you're going to court, you're not likely to win everything. You're not likely to lose everything either. But really working through a compromise through mediation often bears a result that is longer lasting and might, in the long run, be a lot cheaper. Let me give you an example. If you decide as a couple or as two parties who are post-dissolution or paternity and never having been married to go into mediation in what we call pro se or mediation without attorneys, the two parties can come to the mediator and can work through the issues over a period of time or even all in one day. You bring your information to the mediator helps guide you through the process, can help you draft documents for the court, and those parties then share the cost of one mediator versus having two attorneys doing discovery, prepping for trial, attending a trial. Many attorneys, and me included, work towards settlements during the litigation process, and I am all for doing that, and I think most of us are. However, I think mediation is a way of getting over the hump of any of those issues that we just can't quite reach an agreement on. The mediator is a neutral third party who practices law and has practiced law in most cases for many years. They can give an opinion as to how they think the judge might view this case. I find it very helpful because I often get really entrenched in my client's position as much as I try not to. I am advocating very well, hopefully, for my client. So sometimes I am all in, where if I hear a mediator say, well, in my experience in front of this judge, this is what's happened in the past, or have you thought about it this way? It really helps to neutralize that full-on advocacy. Right now, mediators are inexpensive in Hamilton County, I'm finding. They're very, very good mediators, but the prices have really gone down because I think a lot of lawyers like to mediate and are willing to do it at a reasonable or cost-effective charge and fee. The reason why I point this out is because it used to be that we would talk about the cost efficiency of mediation, and then it seemed to get to where by the time you paid your lawyer and by the time you paid the mediator, that wasn't as good an argument. So I'd really come back to mediation as always the better way because it is a longer lasting agreement. If both parties have have input into the agreement, it by and large will last a longer period of time than if they're just letting the judge decide that issue that's before the court today. During mediation, you can bring in other items for down the line and in the future that you can't do in court. But I used to say it may not be not be less expensive to go to mediation. However, it is a longer lasting agreement. But right now I'm seeing that there's some excellent mediators whose rates are very reasonable. And I am finding that it is much less expensive to go to a mediation in both ways. for that day. It's less expensive than trial. And you can still do those long-term, long-lasting, better agreements that often last or make it more cost-effective in the future. So for those reasons, I'm really thinking now that mediation is something that people need to be more aware of. They need to be more open to. And again, I do some pro se mediations, and I really enjoy working with the parties individually. And again, they can then guide their own process and their own timing. I'm Janice Mattingly. I'm a mediator. I do domestic relations cases, divorces, custody, parenting time, child support, all of those things, and we can do it effectively and efficiently through mediation. Thank you.